It has been a little bit since we last played Raging Loop, so I do not know where audio is, so we'll probably be adjusting that as we get here. All right, big, deep sigh. Oh, Raging Loop, I just don't know how to quit you. Oh boy. Our first Raging Loop stream post official ending. I see. I said we would check vibes, and we're here to check those vibes. Okay. So let's take stock of what's actually available to us here now in a post-game Raging Loop world. The Revelations mode, which when I was thinking about it this afternoon, I could not for the life of me remember that the term they gave it was Revelations. So there's the Revelations throughout the whole of the story to get alternate angles, inner thoughts, side chatter, something of that nature. There is also some alternate endings that I could go find, and then there's also the side stories. I guess I should really say, I did, in the last Raging Loop stream, solicit advice on if I should press for some more Raging Loop streams or not. And I think I at least got a couple responses, which were good. I'm always looking for quality over quantity, if you know what I mean. And, yeah, I was laid out, and I think I did some research. I'm like, you know what? What's the phrase? In for a penny, in for a pound. I think that's the phrase, but I might be using it wrong. I'm liable for that. But I said, I eventually convinced myself, I know it's been like a while, a week, 2 weeks since we did finished. But I was like, I could at least give myself one stream. And if the vibes suck, then I can just peace out. Now, I'm hoping I don't do that. I'm hoping this is like the most interesting shit available. You know, I have conflicted feelings. I enjoyed my time with Raging Loop, the base game pretty much. I didn't have a bad time with it, despite maybe what some of my words maybe sounded like, but that's just me as a person. You know, some distance from the game itself and finishing it up, I'm like, of course I have my complaints. I thought the ending was kind of weirdly paced for sure. But those are opinions that clearly I went and read opinions after I finished games because I like doing that. That's clearly not anything new. Many people share the same sentiment. So yeah, we had looked at the album and all, yeah. So I'm pretty sure those two question marks are the alternate ending stuff. And these stories are extra, the extra stories. We are probably not tonight. Well, I don't know. In a perfect world, I actually knew how long these were to read. We might not get to any of these tonight. I'm giving a very skeptical look when I say that, though, because I'm not sure. I think I do want to definitely read these. I think if there's anything that I lose steam on and end up quitting is the Revelation stuff if they suck. to put it bluntly, I think I could commit to reading through these unless they're like 5 hours long each, which I don't get the sense they are. So I'm going to first... I'm getting Discord messages. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I was having discussions with multiple people before the stream, so I had to check and make sure what was being said. I think it makes sense for us to start with the alternate endings, and I did find a nifty little... I mean, it just tells me where those alternate endings are and how they're found, so I think we do that. And then we'll spend the rest of the night. I'm not gonna, this isn't gonna be a super long stream. This will probably just be like 2 hours or so, just to dip our toes into the Revelations mode. And like I said, see how long that kind of takes us. Get through, like, you know, I don't know how long the alternate ending things are, but if we get like an hour and a half of like starting literally at the top of the timeline. I don't know what this save is gonna throw, where this save throws us. Ooh, wait. Where are we? Where does it throw us? One day. Oh, that put us here. One day. See, and accidentally, see, now it's marked with the star. So we gotta, if we end up going through all the Revelation stuff, remember that this one's marked, but it's not because I feel like the game could have made a better system than just marking it the moment you pop into a section. Like, it would only mark, it should be able to tell and trigger like a flag. This is like a weird complaint I had, but I don't remember if I said it at the end of the last stream of this, but I was like, they should like rebuild it so that the game should be able to tell if you've gotten all the Revelation scenes and then pop that thing, because that would make a lot of sense. But of course this game doesn't want to make sense. Of course not. So we'll start, once I get through the alternate endings, I think it's just the smartest to go at the very start and then experience, like, as only Revelations start at Dismissed. But I think just go from here. We'll see. But we go into darkness because that's where the 2 alternate endings are. So I'll actually do these. Where the fuck do I go? I'm scrolling through. Nope. I feel like I skipped it. Despair. Oh, no, we're here. So, obtained by selecting a thing. Okay. On second thought. So this isn't... But it says that you have to be in the Revelation mode. But seemingly... there is a... if I'm going to be doing this, there surely is just an easy button that I can press. I forget, does this game... Wait, what was that again? I'm sure I've seen that before, but I'm... Forced unlock. Please use only an unforeseen, such as data deletion. Yeah. Oh, auto. Yeah, R1. Chasing away the thing, the delusion. Oh, not auto, skip. That's what I meant to hit. You have to press it twice. Okay. So here it is on second thought. So what is this chop? What's happening? Let me get that log up here. I'm doing this so poorly. I shook my head, chasing away the thing, the delusion clinging to my head. What is it? What? What is that? Her voice is shaking. Did she see a spider or something? Okay, so this is when the monster. I followed her outside. On second thought. So this is going to be new. Alternate ending. I'm ready for something very goofy. I'll just say it outright. I'm sure this... I don't know what it's going to be. But you tell me this game with alternate endings, post-game... I'm going to, like, make out with the monster or something. It's going to be something on, like, that level, I assume. I'm going to want to marry the... I go, fuck... I almost said Chiaki. Fuck Chiemi. That's her name. I forgot all the characters' names in this game. Chiemi. Let's just pair up with the monster. On second thought. Oh, yeah, we got a little thing. Look at that. Huh? What the hell was this choice? I felt like I shouldn't have picked it. Oh well. Who cares? I was the kind of guy who wanted to test all options available. So, if I tried to pick this third choice, oh, we're breaking the fourth wall, then there was only one thing that had to be done, and I knew it. Okay, I can boost audio. I think we put it here normally. You've done it now, eh? Eat stick, sheep! Clang. Oh, he's blasting off like Team Rocket. Duh! Sparkle. Good. I'd gotten rid of the obstacle. The hell are you doing? You're persistent. Should have expected as much from Mitsuji. Blah. How did you know? No, forget that. Just what the hell are you? The whole country's going to shit right now because of... You're open, Rarg. So silly. The actual fuck are you doing, you dumb shit? Wait, is that it? Oh, did I might have just hit the wrong button. Whoops, I literally thought I hit the normal X button, and I thought that was just it, but the music is still going. I was confused. My bad. I think I hit square or something. You come back from where I'll be there every time! Because I'm also holding my water, and I'm just gripping the controller. Enough with the damn jokes already! No! Guag. Aren't you being too stubborn this time? This won't work, will it? After all, I already kind of knew deep down. The sheep Mitsuji Misamine's mysterious power was to dream of this world and interfere with it from behind the scenes, apparently. This gray space was detached from reality. It was under the control of her dream. So no matter how hard I struggled, it would be nothing more than a gloomy nightmare to her. I had to kick her out of the dream and take back this reality. Time to sink or swim. I took out my cell phone and started making complex yet familiar motions. Using the shortcut keys on the number pad, I started up my trump card in just a second.
Yeah, Mitsuji. ごらん。いい朝だよ。可愛い寝顔をずっと見ていたいけど、起きて支度を。素敵な夜のために。
Hey, Mitsuji, look, it's a beautiful morning. I was gazing at your pretty face as you slept this whole time. Wake up and get ready for a wonderful night. Stop it, stop it! Eat this! The alarm clock voice collection I made for you at the peak of our love affair! And as you know, there are 16 parts in total! Wake up, my lovely sheepy weepy. No! Ah! All of a sudden, the vision of the unrealistic sheep faded slightly. Indeed, there was only one way to fight back against the one controlling the world through dreams, Mitsuji. And that was to wake her up. Eat this, my live duet. Oh my, you're still asleep. Shall I do something naughty too? Stop, I forgot all about that. I deleted that, so why? What followed were detailed depictions of naughty deeds, so I will not repeat what the recording said for a number of reasons. I prattled one embarrassing line after another without end. The sheep faded more each time. Time to finish this. Mimi, love me, wake up. Incidentally, there was a counterattack to this one called Oh Haruharu, You're Such a Sweetie. I'd take massive damage if she said that, but it seemed I worried over nothing. Oh, remember this! Boop. She vanished. The sheep, Mitsuji Misamine, had apparently woken up, separating her from this reality, this dream. Boom. Oh, right. Forgot this girl was here. Meiko, forget what you just saw. Was that some kind of weird couples game?
うん、絶対忘れてね、頼むから。あと、ここで待っておいてね。多分じきに怖いお姉ちゃんが助けに来るから。
Seriously, forget that. Please. Oh, and wait here, okay? Pretty sure some scary lady's gonna come to help you soon. Hmm? Okay.
じゃあね、ちょっと行ってくる。
Later. I'm off now. I tapped Mako's shoulder and turned around. I didn't turn back. Well, I suppose you have made your choice.
すみませんね。まあ、神様は神様で、うまいことやってください。
Sorry. Well, you're God and all that, so please do amazing things. Is serving a resurrected god of destruction your idea of rapture?
さあ、案外悪くないんじゃないですか?
I don't know, but it actually doesn't sound so bad. My oh my, my oh my oh my. Feel free to visit if you get bored with the spider. The true god of the mountain is tolerant of affairs. When God's voice faded away, it was no longer the voice of a human, but rather a wind blowing through a valley, scattering like ordinary mist. Later, Mako-chan. Bye now. I wondered what form God would take the next time we met. It'd be interesting. No, terrifying. I walked forward, never once turning back. I headed toward the majestic appearance of the Tsushigumo of dreams, seeking the horizon. Seeking. I had won. I'd obtained everything. Yet a certain thought plagued me. Wait, is it still? I have to see. I want to make sure. Are we on? Okay, we're still in here. I just want to make sure we don't go down into like final warning and stuff, but. Yet a certain thought plagued me. My victory is but a transient dream. This result would fade into the mist. Before long, I'd feel bewilderment and despair, start tumbling down the path of my defeat. For some reason, I understood that. Whatever could this be? What? Yeah. What was that sound effect? Spider beam fire! Kachihara was destroyed. Is it alright to destroy it? Woo. Diffusion spider beam fire, nearby airplane was shot down. Ha! Pew! Wave spider beam fire, faraway city was blown to smithereens. No, things are progressing well. What could it be? Why? I felt like I could hear something. I strained my ears, my body was massive, but if I so desired, I could hear the chirping of insects with no pro.
Oi! Oi!
Hey!
Rikako-san!
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 Rikako-san! That was...
夢の土雲巻き戻りの黒幕27歳独身ポンコツドエロビコ
Tsujigumo Dreams, Master of the Loop, useless 27-year-old single closet pervert priestess. He knew everything. What was this? What was that? Besides, what was he doing here right now?
やっぱ自我をなくしてるとかそういうオチなのかなあるいはでかすぎて聞こえてないとかか
Maybe she lost all sense of self or some trope like that. Or maybe she's so big she can't even hear me. No, that was wrong. He was currently looking at my bottom half. My bottom half. He was staring at my bottom half. Ah! Calm down. I had to calm down. I stretched out one of my countless feelers towards the direction of his voice. Yeah. Oh, it was so very simple. I could do anything in this body. I was omnipotent, an entity that transcended the principles of the world. I could squash this gentleman like a bug or send him flying high away into the sky. Either of those would be simple, yet... Look at that JPEG move. I brought him right in front of me, right to the peak of the Tsuchigomo's gargantuan body, the place where what remained of Rikako Uematsu's upper body lay, face hardly changed. I had Haruaki-sama pinched between my fingers. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Alright, Haruaki. Like, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I could feel emotion sculpting my face. Irritation, skepticism, depression.
Yeah. Rikako-san.
Surprised we get this look at this in like a jokey alternate ending, you know? Like, I'm part surprised and also part not surprised, but... hey, Rikako-san. Oh my, he called me by my name again. Warm and fuzzy feelings welled within me. I temporarily ignored them, kept up the scary mask I was wearing. What is the meaning of this? And voiced the question most on my mind. Also, this, I gotta say, this alternate ending is longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was gonna be like maybe 5 minutes, get in, get out. Oh, look, a wacky zany thing happened. What are you talking about? Do you not have questions of any kind? About the situation?
さあ、そもそも全部夢だったことになったりする事件なので、深く考えても仕方ない気もしますけど。
Not really. This is all taking place in a dream, so I get the impression I shouldn't talk or look too deeply into any of this. Oh, another thing I considered, and I don't think I'll actually do this, but if there's a chance that Revelations takes a long time, and I feel like I could speed it up, I have debated in my mind if I turn off, I think I can turn off the voice acting, and if I just read everything out loud. But that would almost feel, personally, to me, I like hearing the voice acting, and it would feel like I'm kind of giving up, but like it would be a massive time saver probably. Let's be real. Unless Revelations is a lot of like inner monologue stuff, and I'm just reading anyway. But just putting it out there, we'll see obviously tonight at some point, I'd imagine. But so I probably won't make the switch tonight. But again, we're kind of feeling out how it feels to go through Revelations here. And that would be partly something that I consider, maybe. But again, I would hate to do it for a couple reasons, but... Anyway, I meant to say at the top. That's why I'm inserting it randomly here, because it just came to my mind again. Not really. This is all taking place in dreams, so I get the impression I shouldn't look too deeply into any of this. What happened to Sheep-sama? Yes, I remember now. I can no longer sense the greatest miscalculation in the Tsuchigumo's plan. Where were they?
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Why was he laughing? I cannot tell what you are thinking.
わからないんです。そんなすごい力をもってしても。
Really? Even with all that awesome power?
無理に暴いてもよろしいですけど、それが罠だったら嫌ですし。
I do not mind forcing it out of you, but I do not want this to turn out to be some trap.
おお、さすがに慎重だ。
Oh, good on you for being cautious.
罠なのですか?
So is it a trap?
ほぼ全員死んだ未来を選択してまではめたい罠って何なんでしょう?
Who'd want to set a trap that involved choosing a future where nearly everything dies, or everyone dies?
円環が続く理由はもはやないはず。
There should be no more reason for the loop to be continuing.
そうですね。しかしこういう結末もまた十分にあり得たはずです。
True, but an outcome like this should be possible enough.
羊さんが間に合わなかった結末。 リカ子さんが全てを手に入れる結末。
One where the sheep didn't make it in time, where you obtain everything.
春明様が全てを裏切った結末。
Where you betrayed everything?
ええ、それだって十分あり得た。こんな人間なんでね。むしろ一度もなかったって方が不自然だ。
Yes, even that's plausible enough. That's the kind of person I am. Heck, it'd be weird if I never did that once.
一度でもあれば私の勝ちだった。
I won, even if only once.
ええ、だからここがそうなんじゃないですかね。
Yes, though this isn't like that.
ここが
Kukuka? This does sound like. What do you mean by this?
ええ、言うならばボーナスステージ。
Well, in other words, this is a bonus stage.
ボーナス。
A bonus stage? Yeah, bone us. Yeah.
何を想像した？
I sometimes not even that necessarily, but like kind of like the fake exaggerate, like, oh my god. What's this she doing when she goes, oh. What were you just imagining?
まあなら良いです。
Again, at this point, I kind of get just.
なぜか勝ちました。
Oh man. Well, I suppose that is fine. Whatever the case, I've won for some reason.
ラッキーでしたね。
Pretty lucky, huh?
ラッキー。ええ。
Lucky. Yes.
どうしました？
Is something wrong? Was it truly alright to simply accept everything that was happening here? Well, suppose it's fine for the time being. However, what I did not understand was, what I could not fathom was, why this gentleman called this outcome lucky with a grin. She just doesn't get it.
不妻子。春明様。
Haruaki Fusaishi-sama. So I would ask him. I could not tell if doubt still etched my features. Perhaps I'd changed into bewilderment.
あなた様は一体何を望んで
What did you hope to
こ
gain?
こに至られたのですか？
What did you hope to gain by coming here?
何を望んでこの私の名を呼ばれたのですか？日の本を滅ぼし地獄を望むおぞましき化け物に。
What did you hope to gain by calling my name? I am a repulsive monster who pursues hell and seeks to destroy his nation. Knowing this gentleman, I would not be surprised if he said he had come to laugh at my new form. I could easily see him throwing everything away for a foolish reason, like he had tried it because he didn't care about anything else. So, could not get my hopes up.
幸せな地獄。
This is totally more involved. Like if this takes like an hour and then the other one takes an hour, then we're just done for the night. We don't even get to see any other revelation stuff. Terrible. Okay, a blissful hell. However, Haruaki-sama said that with no hesitation.
僕はね、リカ子さん、
Thing is, Rikako-san,
あなたと共に行こうって言葉は嘘のつもりで言ってないんですよ。
when I said I would go with you, I was in no way lying.
皆さん、
Remember all these
せっかく
times?
集まってもらって悪いんですが、
Now, I'm sorry you all had to gather here to hear this, but
僕は彼女と共に行きますよ。
I'm thinking of going with her.
嘘ばっかり。
Remember? Remember that?
その後いけしゃあしゃあとおっしゃったじゃありませんか。
Lies. You said something truly shameless after that, did you not?
この人は、僕がもらいます。
I'll take her.
別に自分のものにする気なんてありませんよ。僕はフェミニストなんで。
I didn't mean that I would literally take you. I'm a feminist.
あの賭けを使って
Haruaki,
それができたとしてもね。
famous feminist.
ほら、
As far as I
嘘だった
know.
でしょ。
Even if I was just making a gamble and it paid off, it was a lie, you see.
嘘。
You lie.
嘘じゃない。
I'm not lying. I was confused. I was playing right into his hands.
数えきれない夢と命を賭した陰謀を不意にさせる代わりに、僕があなたと一緒になるつもりだった。
I really did intend to go with you in exchange for having the countless dreams and plan you staked your life on go to waste.
嘘。
I really clunkily read
じゃあ
that.
どうしてそうならなかったの？
You lie. Then why did that not happen?
清之助氏がすごいやる気だったんで。じゃあまあめんどくさいし、どうぞどうぞって。
Well, Kinosuke seemed really up for it, and that seemed like too much of a pain to deal with, so I let him do it. Raw feeler sound. It's so zany.
存じておりました。春明様はそのようなナンパで、いい加減で、無責任で、頭のおかしな殿方だと。
Yes, I knew you're an irresponsible ladies' man with a few screws loose. That's the kind of gentleman you are.
それでも仕方ありませんでしょ。慕ってしまったのですから。
But still, I cannot help myself, because I adored you.
仕方ないですね。慕われてしまったのですから。
I can't help myself, because you adored me. This man is his instant comebacks. Oh, but.
おっしゃってください。私はもう言ったのだから。
Please say it. I've already said it myself, so do the same. I could hear Haruaki-sama creaking under the force of my feelers, yet I desperately held myself back and asked again.
あなた様がこの神に対して、この地獄に対して望むものを。
Tell this God, this hell, exactly what you hope to gain out of this. I would not forgive any lies. As for why, it was because of this bone us. This is what I'm choosing to dedicate stream time to. His words would become an unbreakable vow.
リカ子さんにはかなわないな。
I'm no match for you. And then, Haruaki-sama resolved himself.
すべてを捨ててここに来ました。
I threw away everything to come here.
あなたの地獄を共に見せてください。
Please let me see your hell at your side.
この先永遠に。
Until the end of time. I can no longer hold myself back. Yup. Before this world turned to hell, I decided I would give this man all the love I had to offer, drawn from endless malice and lust. Alternate ending number 1. Watch message corner. Message corner. It's gonna be the sheep. Instead of hint corner, it's probably like, oh, didn't you like the fucking... It'll be the sheep, and he's like, oh, the fucking tentacles on that one. Oh, whoa. Sure, send me to message corner. Hee hee hee. Hee 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 hee. Good day to you all. It is I, codenamed Demon Lord Rikako. I was just having my way with Haruaki-sama. No, wait, Anyway, I've done it. I've finally done it. I got the ending I wanted. I cannot thank you all enough for all your help. Can more or less tell that half of you are staring with shocked looks on your face. I'm the Tsuchigumo of dreams, after all. What an insincere ending, is it not? And all the residents of Yasumisu would be dead here. I blew up several cities, and to be blunt, sooner or later I shall destroy this country. Also, to use so-called meta-knowledge is what you would call unfair, is it not? It is frightening how much barbarity will be permitted and tested. All in the name of a gag route, how sad. Now then, about this ending, it is known as All-Night Betrayal. You can feel Sheep-san's influence all over the name. It would seem that after much wrangling, the writer considered that shitty ending where Serizawa-sama and Haruaki-sama go off on the bike together as canon. Therefore, this non-canon ending is strictly a so-called nonsensical ending that transcends all logic. Not that it particularly matters, because there's an ending like this, that means there must surely be another possibility, another way that Rikako found happiness. For example, a situation where when I am cornered, Oh, a situation where when I am cornered and attempt to commit suicide, but none of those odious hindrances are there, and Haruaki-sama stops me. I would surely be bound in my agreement with Haruaki-sama for life. Spend my days in sorrow and tears, kindly cherished by Haruaki-sama. For those of you who want an outcome like that, just picture it, and it will become real. After all, this is a loop story, where all possibilities and outcomes should be considered to exist. Well, I'm happiest where I am right now, so it is all good. Do not worry, with my power I shall raise up all those who died. They shall serve as my servants under my rule. This way everyone is happy. I am happy too. What a glorious outcome. At any rate, I am busy destroying the country and showering Haruaki-sama with love, so I shall end it here. How exciting. God, I wish that was me. I mean, what? Okay. Yeah, like I said, that's longer than I thought it was going to be. It's kind of funny, like, I think you had to be in Revelations for that to pop. So it's clearly an ending you have to get post-game. I get why you would have a joke, such a gag joke ending and have to tuck it away in a section where then you'd have to beat the game originally. Like, that just makes a lot of sense. But also there's a small part of me for some reason that's like, damn, I wish that wasn't like, it maybe had to be like really rare and you had to like pick like certain options, like, you know, back to back, and it's like, but there's a part of me that's like, damn, I wish it wasn't like somewhat possible to potentially get that during your actual like canon reading of the first story. Like that would have that, because I like an alternate ending like that that's so goofy and out there, it just feels like it would be more fun if there was like a possibility of something like that happening in your first like playthrough. I don't know why necessarily. I'm not saying it's bad. Oh, do I always have to keep... I guess, yeah, we do have to keep doing this because... it's kicking us out back to the start. So now for this other alternate ending, I have to go answer God, which I did see while we were scrolling. Answer God. Answer God. Answer God. It's a go.
それはうまくいきませんぞ。
Oh, this is gonna be... Let's get hitched. So both alternate endings are... Let's pair up with the freaky god things. Have Haruaki lean into... Sorry. I decided to take a drink right as I was mid-sentence for some reason there. Such a strange person. Have Haruaki lean into his, as he said, feminist ways and pair up with these god things.
結婚しましょうか。
Happy ya. Happy ya. Happy pop. Oh, that's the platinum trophy, dude. I haven't gotten, as I've gotten older and, you know, less time to game. I mean, I stream a bunch, but like I'm streaming to play a bunch of different stuff. I have gotten less and less trophies in general. When I was younger, I cared a lot more about trophies and stuff and would reach for like platinum trophies. A lot of games. It's cooled down massively to the point where now I really don't actually care at all. But it's funny when they pop. I didn't think it would have been this early, but I guess it makes sense. Rise not thud. Look at that. I like the sound effect. It's nice, I guess. Let's get hitched.
Ho ho. Ho ho ho.
Sounds into it. Ho 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 ho.
これはこれは。これはこれはこれは。
Well, well. Well, well, well. Wait.
Huh?
What?
結婚
Yes, I'm just as confused.
縁組
What?
こし入れウェディングブライダルマリッジ愛し合う二人が伴侶となる行為
Hitched, married, matrimony, betrothal, wedding, bridal, marriage, the act of taking your beloved as your soulmate.
いや、それは存じておりますれど。いや、一体、何の脈絡が。
No, I know that, but wait, huh? What? Whatever's going on.
なんかよくわからないんですけど、このまま突き進んだ場合、土雲さんと神様がまんまと勝利する気がして。
I'm not really sure, but I feel if things continue this way, the Tsuchigumo and God will achieve total victory.
なんでそれを。いや、そんな事実や陰謀はございませんぞ。
What? How did you know that? No, that's not true. There's no conspiracy.
っていうか神様、自己犠牲のふりしてハルちゃん見捨てて、ネクタイも捨てて権限するつもりでしょ？
Your plan is to pretend to sacrifice yourself to abandon Haruchan and your body to manifest, isn't it?
だからなんでそれを。いや、別にそんな意図などみじんもなく、華麗で過激な解決策を授けんとすれば。
Seriously, how did you know? I mean, no, that's not my plan at all. But you have provided me with a wonderful and radical solution.
なお方法を間違えた場合、土雲氏と僕の死体をめぐっての血は喧嘩が発生し、最終的に神様がしてやられる模様。
And if you screw up, you and Tsuchigumo-shi will have a lover's quarrel over my dead body, only for you to be outwitted in the end.
読めぬ。悪党殿の心が読めぬ。
I cannot read your mind, villain.
僕が怖いか。2周目プレイヤーによる悪質なメタ知識攻撃を食らえ。
Mwahaha. Do you fear me? Taste the terror of cruel meta-knowledge warfare from a player on a second playthrough. What is this? What in the world is this?
僕はハルちゃんと一緒の神様が好きなんですよ。
I love Haru-chan and God. Haru, or the ancient god known as Mujina, fell silent.
あなたは、君は、ハルちゃんだ。ハルちゃんが演技しているだけの幻影だ。
You're Haru-chan, a phantom that Haru-chan is merely playing.
しかし、元が幻影だろうが何だろうが、正しい形をとってしまえば、それは神として生命を得てしまう。
But whether that was originally a phantom or not, once you were given proper form, you obtained true life as a god.
そして、正しく力を得た神は、もはや肉体に依存せずとも容易に伝播し増殖し、携帯していくものなんだろ
う。And a god that has properly gained power can easily multiply and pass itself on without needing a body any longer.
でも、それは嫌なんですよね。僕は俗な人間なので。
But I don't want that. I'm a greedy guy, you see.
可愛い肉体と、やんちゃな野心と、
Damn it.
意外な素直さを兼ね備えたハルちゃんと抱き合わせじゃなきゃ、信心は湧かないな。
Unless I get Haru-chan with her cute body, naughty ambitions. I'm a professional. And unexpected honesty out of the deal, I won't have any faith for you.
とことん下船な悪人で荒らしますな、貴様は。
Wretched villain, you are vulgar to the core.
いや、神様自身も好きですよ。
Hey, I love you too, God. You know that?
それなら我だけでよろしかろう。
To be satisfied with only me.
でも神様は単体だとチキンだし。
No, you're a chicken on your own.
なんじゃと？
What was that?
チキンじゃないですか。自力復活できないからって、あんなエロいロジッコと手を組むなんて。
I mean, you're a coward. You teamed up with that sexy klutz because you can't revive under your own power.
それは強き者の意を借りるが、弱き神には似合いの手でございましょうや。
What? That is borrowing the might of something strong is an act fitting of a weak god, isn't it?
それで獲物を横からかっさらえればいいですけど、このままだとこの世はおおむね土雲様の天下になりますよ。
And you can cut in and snatch your prey and all that, but if this keeps up, this whole world will be brought under Tsuchigumo-sama's heel.
土雲に目こぼしされた小さな山の隅で、土雲大災害の被災者を相手に威張って暮らしますか？
Are you gonna live in the corner of some tiny mountain Tsuchigumo overlooks and acts all high and mighty to the victims of the Tsuchigumo disaster?
意地悪仰せじゃな。我がそれを望んでやっておるとでも思いか。
Such malicious words. Do you think I wish for such a thing?
思いませんよ。だからこうして言ってる。あなたはハルちゃんと手を組むべきだ。
No. That's why I'm gonna tell you something. You should team up with Haru-chan.
は？この娘と？
Huh? With this girl?
ええ。あなたはハルちゃんを過小評価している。いや、ハルちゃん自身が自分に自信を持っていないんだ。
Yes. You underestimate her. No, Haru-chan just doesn't have confidence in herself.
しかしハルちゃんには苦境における思い切りの良さや柔軟さ、したたかさがある。あなたにはない勝負強さが。
But in times of crises, she has great virtue, flexibility, and determination. A tenacity you don't possess.
ほほう。では伺い申すが、この娘が土雲殿の夢の中でこれまで何を成してきたと？
Oh ho. Then let me ask. Exactly what is it this girl's done so far in Tsuchigumo's dreams?
山から無様に逃げようとしたくらいではございませぬか。その結果も皆の疑いを集めただけでございましょうが。
A pathetic attempt to escape from the mountain. All that did was make her suspicious to everyone else.
でも結局生き延びた。
But she survived in the end.
そうでない時は祖父の意をくじくためとかで狼によってあっけなく殺されてしもうたでしょうが。
Not always. There was a time when where she was axed off to dampen her grandfather's will like it were nothing.
そりゃ神の類全般と相性が悪いちえみちゃんとあなたの祭事の適合者のモッチが相手でしょ。相手が悪い。
Well, she was up against a girl who's nearly incompatible with gods in general and a guy who's compatible with your rights, yeah? It's a bad matchup.
結局ほとんどよしもないまま信じようと。自分でのたもうておいて筋が悪いと思われませぬのか。
You will trust her for no reason whatsoever? Do you not think what you're saying to be nonsensical?
あなたがハルちゃんと和解してくれるなら僕が味方につきますよ。
Reconcile with Haru-chan, and I'll aid you. Ha 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 ha.
つくづかふざけてる。
What a ridiculous guy you are.
ああ、懐かしいな、そのセリフ。
Oh, now there's a familiar line.
どれだけ自分を過大評価するつもり？あなただって土雲に勝つ方法は一つしか思いつかなかったくせに。
Just how much do you overestimate yourself? You yourself can only think of one way to defeat the Tsuchigumo.
今は別の考えがある。
I have a different idea now.
な？
What?
このよくわからない降って湧いたボーナスステージ的ループにおいてなら2周目限定の反則知識を振りかざせる。
Since I'm in this bizarre bonus stage-like loop, I plan to abuse my second playthrough knowledge to cheat.
それでもって土雲を打倒して神様と合体したスーパーハルちゃんとイチャラブで狂った人生が送れるなら
If you use that to defeat the Tsuchigumo and you merge with Haru to create a super Haru-chan who I can spend the rest of my crazed life with in madly devoted love,
僕はあなたに力を貸してもいいですよ。
then I'll lend you my power.
結婚しましょうか、神様、ハルちゃん。
God, Haru-chan, will you marry me? Say no. That would be very funny, actually. Fuck no. Fuck off, Haruaki.
つまり
End. For credits.
それは私のことが好きじゃと。
So what you're saying is, you love me?
ええ、ハルちゃんであり神様であるあなたのことがね。
Yes, I love Haru-chan and God. Both are you.
あなたが鏡となりて我の道に従うてくださると？
Will you serve as my mirror and follow my path?
ええ、
Yes.
牧島春と共に行くならば、我き神となるならば、その道がいずこに続くのか、私にはわかんないけど。
Should you go with Haru Makishima and become an evil god? I know not long that road shall be.
怖いからこそ無明は楽しい。
Ignorance is exciting precisely because it's scary.
破壊の権化め。
You are the epitome of a lawbreaker.
ならばこそ、我が新しき道の伴侶にはふさわしいか。
In that case, you are perfect to serve as my soulmate for my new path. Huh. I mean, I meant huh, not A long silence passed.
頼んだわよ春秋
I'm counting on you, Haruaki. The two of them said those words.
もちろんだ。
You can count on me. She nervously closed her eyes. I drew her close and kissed her on the lips. A mysterious loop that ignored all causality. Near its very end, the wheel of fate did the impossible and started turning backwards. Tuesday 5:20.
私も
Oh.
また情に流されたのかもしれません。
It appears that I may have let my emotions get the better of me.
非常であるべき読み意味の宴で
In the feast of the Yomi Purge, that is a fatal mistake.
名子のあどけなさに夫妻子様の人当たりの良さにそして牧島春様の狂言に
I was fooled by Mako's innocence, your sociability, and Harumakishima-sama's lies.
そうかもしれないと知りながらまんまと騙されました。
I suspected, yet I let myself be fooled.
私どもの人の負けです。
We, the humans, have lost.
もはやこれまで私は後の間神内様に祈って過
I
ご
will,
します。
I will spend my final moments praying to Shinai-sama.
くくられろ
Shinai-sama.
という時は
Shinai. It's been a long time since I've had to say that word, that name. Shinai. Shinai? Shania Twain? Shinai. Please call me when I must be hanged.
さようなら。
Goodbye.
先ほどは格好よく決まったものです。春秋様のあのお顔
Hee
何
hee.
も知らないで
Hee hee hee. What a cool exit I made. The look on Haruaki-sama's face. He has no idea.
さあ春秋様が鴨志田様をくくっておいでの間にとっとと儀式を済ませましょう。
Now, I will finish the ritual while Haruaki-sama is hanging Kamoshida-sama.
えい
Yeah.
むにゃむにゃむにゃはいだらほいだらふんだらだへんにゃらほんにゃら
Gyrating.png. Abracadabra. Oopsie oopsie whoopsie. Eeny meeny miny mo.
えい
Yeah.
おーややこがおびただしいややこが霧に乗って私の身にみなぎるみなぎる
Oh, innumerable children are riding the mist. Fill me and only me.
今こそ夢の土蜘蛛様がよみがえる
Now is the time for the resurrection of the Tsuchigumo of dreams. Ah.
あれ
Oh.
何か
Huh?
様子が
Something seems wrong.
待て
Wait. Oh, he was labeled as naked, which we could kind of see. Whoa.
春秋様なぜ何故ここですポンポン
Haruaki naked. Ha 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 ha! Haruaki-sama, why are you naked?
モッチーの返り血が結構すごくてね。あとこっち側の儀式のためにちょっと古代の舞を収めてたのさ。
Mochi squirted a lot of blood. All that's left is to perform a primeval dance for our own ritual.
それはまさか
No, you do not mean.
ムジナ様昨日くくられたはずじゃ
Mujina-sama, but you were hanged yesterday.
ムジナはね死んだふりが得意なのよ
Playing dead is a badger's greatest strength. What?
考えてみればおかしいんですよ。土雲とムジナの同盟はムジナ側には利があって土雲側にはほぼない。
It's strange when you think about it. The alliance between the Tsuchigumo and Mujina benefits the latter, but barely the former.
神内明神の意を裏打ちする山の神だからといって現状力なき神である神様の直接の協力は期待できない。
She may be a mountain god who vouches for the might of Great Lord Shinai, but you can't expect direct cooperation from God when she's currently a powerless god.
ならば何なのか。協力、リーダー、むしろ逆。
So what is it? Cooperation? No, it's the other way around.
ムジナ様はとても可愛らしく、あの方とは利害が一致した。雲の復活には黙認をいただいた。
Yes, Mujina-sama's very adorable. She benefited from what I was doing, so she silently permitted the spider's resurrection.
ムジナ様が将来自分の邪魔になりうる唯一の存在であることを知っていたから先手を打ったのだ。あなたは
You knew that Mujina-sama was the one entity who could become a hindrance in the future, so you beat her to the punch.
どうしてそれを。
How did you know?
神の力がないということはどういうことか。それはすなわち信者がいないということに他ならない。
What does it mean when God is powerless? It means only one thing. They have no believers.
力なき神、忘れられた神はそれはそれで恐ろしいが、多くの信奉者を抱える力ある神ならば力を震える。
A powerless, forgotten God is still frightening, but a powerful God with many believers is trembling with power.
それは夢の土雲の復活というデリケート極まりない目的を持つあなたには看過できないリスクだった。
That was a risk that you, the one with the extremely delicate goal of resurrecting the Tsuchigumo of dreams, could not avert your eyes from.
たとえ信者がたった一人でも、そこから生じる敵対的な神の力は致命的な結果を生みかねないから。
Because even if they had only a single believer, the power of an opposing god generated by such a believer could lead to a fatal outcome.
前、春秋殿。
Dance, Haruaki Dono.
はっぴゃっぴゃー、はっぴゃっぴゃー。
Hop, yep, 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 yep. Doing the naked chicken dance.
一体何をしたのあなた方。土雲様が何かおかしい。
Whoa. No, what are y'all doing? Something's wrong with Tsuchigumo-sama.
何大したことではありません。山の持つ当たり前の力を少しばかり引き出したまでのこと。
It is a trifling matter. I merely drew a little bit of the mountain's own natural powers all.
山の汚れを済ませ、正常なる霊気に満たしたまでのことよ。
All the way until I purified the mountain's corruption and filled it with a pure aura.
ややこじゃない。爽やかで清らかな力が流れ込んでくる。
It isn't the children. Clean and pure powers floating into me.
こうなったら一旦死んで。
I have no choice but to die again.
はっぴゃっぴゃー、はっぴゃっぴゃー。
Hop, yep, yeah, hop, yep, yeah. But I can't breathe.
よくもたばかってくれたわね。せいぜい浄化されなさい。
How dare you deceive me? We shall purify you to the very core. It feels so good. Nice. We won. Haruaki is naked in the presence of children. Multiple children. Yeah. Alternate ending number 2. Watch the message corner. How could I not at this point? I mean, come on now, game. I'm in it. We're in deep. He. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. I've grown quite fond of that form of laughter. Yes, Mujina-sama's here. Wait, who are you calling Mujina? Truth be told, I do not know my own name. I've forgotten what the people of long ago once called me. In any case, I realize I've never had a chance to speak to all of you out there in front of your screens. Me? The turn of events just now is rather horrible, was it not? Haruaki Dono got naked and blew Tsuchigumo-sama up with a dance? Sounds like a completely different game, and it was after Haruaki Dono slaughtered Mochi. Everyone's standards of humor are different, so whether it made you laugh or not depends on that. I did not laugh. Game, just for the note, for the record. Well, this whole ending, including this message, is a complete and utterly insincere farce, so worry not about it. Now then, back to this ending, titled Primeval Dance. You have done a noble deed in reading it. Thanks. It would seem that Tsuchigumo Dono had more to say about these sorts of impossible outcomes in her own perverted ending. You can seek that one out for more details, but just so you know, this is my ending, and by extension, Haru's ending. Actually, the me saying all this is in fact Haru, you know? I'm trying my hardest to do this, but to be honest, it is rather embarrassing. Well, if I changed my way of talking, I could even be a different personality, but this game's world has its rules. I shall leave it up to your interpretation. I may grumble, but I'm probably more popular than Haru. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Also, after this ending, Haruaki Dono and I vanish into the darkness of the city as villains of a sort. You know that old cliche? I know nor care not what became of Mako. It appears that there were once plans to draw a CG of Haruaki Dono and I, Haru, lurking in the shadows of the city wearing stylish suits. I would have liked to see that, but the picture of naked Haruaki Dono and the explosion was just too funny to get rid of. Incidentally, just like Tsuchigumo Dono said, once you overlook this nonsensical ending, you can imagine that a more proper ending exists. Like, oh, I know. What about an ending where Haruaki Dono forces his way into Yasumisu the night before the mist, steals me away, and awakens God with a passionate kiss? Then no one will have to die, right? Huh? Would something like that really wake me up, you ask? Such a wet blanket. If you so wish it, there are more troublesome and roundabout solutions out there. Any one of them could be the truth to you. Please continue to keep us in your thoughts like that even after you have finished this game. Now then, I need to get going with Haruaki Dono right about now. Let us say farewell here. Hey, Haruaki Dono, what is this? Octopus rice? There's octopus in this. I cannot stop eating it. Yeah, I cannot believe basically an hour for two alternate endings that I thought were going to be like... Also, I'll say this now. I was now led to believe that it's not like this. But I was massively hoping that if I was to pursue these revelation scenes, that it was just going to be like 5 minutes for each square. But I've been led to believe that that is not at all the case. Like, if I know there's a lot of squares, but if each of these squares with a star, like, it was maybe like 5 minutes of extra reading, I would have been like, oh, that's really manageable. But I fear... I mean, even in the alternate lines, there's... of course there's... I'm just going to be honest with you. We're going to try this. But I'm not sure we're going to see all this. I don't know. Maybe I'm really enraptured by this. Maybe... I'm trying to not read this just for the sake of completionism. I'm trying to... I kind of talked about this even just recently now with the Platinum Trophy thing. Like, it's tough, right? Like, there's the part of my brain where I'm like, oh, it's the completionism side. I'm going to repeat a lot of the arguments I made at the end of the stream of Raging Loop last time. But, like, it's a lot of me, like, wanting to see everything a game has. I like that part of it, of that aspect of just playing a game. But, like, it's such more of a time sink. And... It's dedicated game / stream hours where I'm like, okay, well, if I do this, if I commit to this, then we're not moving on to the next thing. I'm seeing less other things, you know? Like, but I do want to see this, but let's see. We're giving it a shot. How long? So it's already been an hour. We have like 30 minutes or so here, maybe more. We'll see how long this goes. Maybe in like 30 minutes we blow through it. It's like actually... then it's like doable. But if we go through 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, and we're like here, ooh, it's gonna be a real gut check like moment. We're not going to do any of the alternate or side extra stories tonight, though, for sure. I need to at least pace and see. Although I assume all these boxes are not created equal either with what their revelation reveals will be, but we'll see. Also, the other problem about this, and I thought of this when we committed to doing this, or when I thought about doing this, the auto blitz skip to the new parts is good, but we're going to have less context surrounding it. I'm definitely not willing to read the bits that we've already read. Then it would be even more. So we're going to have to just do our best. And this I'm mostly saying about myself because I know my memory sucks. But like timeline wise, just try to remember and picture where we're at in the story. All right, everyone. All right. So the memory still pissed me off. Why the hell did she call me a scumbag just for eating the black sesame seed pudding in the fridge? That wasn't a case of me being insensitive. Whenever I had wonderful stuff like jellyfish burgers or yakiniku ice cream, I always brought two. We'd been going out for 2 whole years. Why couldn't she be more considerate? I'd hardened my heart and eaten in defiance of her attitude, and that was what I got? Damn it, Tsuji. Damn you. Okay, so that was just a little bit. And now, let me see. Was that... Well, I mean, we're testing things here. We're obviously in dense mist. Okay, we're still in this thing. I guess if we would see the autosave little pop up if we got to the next box, right? I guess that would be a way we check once we did actually move. Hold on. It was Mitsuji. Huh? What? Was this a prank? Was I getting punked? How did one even handle this? There didn't seem to be any cameras here. In that case, Mitsuji might have planned this on her own. But then, how'd she know I'd be here? Phone tracking or something? No way. She wasn't a cop. Method aside, what was her motivation? Did she want to get back together? That couldn't be it. She told me never to show my face again. That left only one thing. She'd realized I'd eaten the banana ice cream from the fridge. She actually pretended to be a store clerk to ruin my sentimental drive over something so pointless. What a nasty woman. All right. What a nasty woman. Don't worry, I'm a feminist. All right. In that case, I just act like a normal customer.
Hmm? 客? ってまさかなんで入って
Customer? Wait, why is he...
はあ春秋あのバカなんでこんなとこでプラプラしてんだクソったれ
Huh? Haruaki? Why is this dumbass here? Of all goddamn places. Fuck!
これもあれか腐れ縁同士は無意味なすれ違いはあまりしないってやつなのか
At this point, it's kind of hard to doubt there's some weird bond between us. Our chance meetings probably have some meaning behind them.
確かにこいつとは腐れ縁も腐れ縁だがこっちの仕事に絡ませることは全力で避けてきたのに
But all mojo aside, I did everything I could to keep him away from my job, so I did...
もう夢の中に踏み込んじまってるんだよなこいつ
He's already stumbled into the dream, hasn't he?
俺はここから動けねえしそもそも客が来る予定の場所じゃねえ
Can't move from here. This ain't a place where I can expect any customers.
俺とこいつの間の契約のせいでこいつにもここに入れたってとこか
I guess he could come in here because of the contract between us.
くそ仕方ねえな俺はこういう世界の住人なんだ
Shit. Oh well, this is the world I'm living in.
だっせなんつう顔してやがんだこいつつうかまさか
Get a load of that mug. Wait, hold on.
完全に他人のふりしながらおちょくる気かそうだこいつはそういうやつだだから別れたんだし
Is he gonna act like we don't know each other? Of course he is. He's enough of a douche for that. That's why I broke up with him.
いいぜそっちがその調子ならこっちも全力でスルーしてやら
So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Alright, I'll act like a stranger too. She'd gone out of her way to harass me like this, but couldn't take it to the next level. Man, it was so half-assed it was almost sad. Wait, was that really it? What if she attacked me with one of those daikon radishes? They do a lot of damage if you put a few nails in them. Though, knowing her, she'd probably be more dangerous without the nails. Man, what a stupid thought. I wouldn't use it for the manuscript, and I sure as hell wouldn't tell it to Mitsuji.
ありゃ相当くだらねえことを考えてる時の面だ絶対触れねえぞ
I know that mug. He's thinking something really stupid. No, I'm not going into it.
そもそもこいつそうやって人をおちょくるのが大好きで嫌がるんだ。
The guy just loves messing with people like that.
なんだクラゲバーガーって。嫌がらせ以外の何者でもねえ。そのくせ人の大事に取っといたプリンは食いやがって。
One moment, he's talking about stupid shit like jellyfish burgers, and the next, he's eating my precious pudding.
ああ、思い出したらどんどん腹立ってきた。今すぐそこの大根でぶん殴ってやろうか。
Just remembering it pisses me off. Should beat his ass with one of those daikons.
ぶっちゃけ細かい部分の作り込み甘えからあんま買ってんじゃねえってんだよ。
Place ain't as detailed as it looks. I want his stuff to stay where it is, damn it. She was probably expecting me to snap at her absurdity. Alright, then I just have to bear it until she snapped at me instead and ended it with a I still love you, Haruaki.
うわ、こいつが考えてることが手に取るようにわかる自分がうぜえ。早えとこ忘れて新しい。
Ugh, man, I hate how I know exactly what he's thinking. Gotta forget all about him and find a new.
いや、新しい男とかいらねえわ。やっぱ
No,
向いてなかったんだな、俺には。
no, I don't need no man. Relationships aren't for me.
ああ、この茶いくらだっけ。まあいいや、適当で。
Wait, how much was this tea again? Whatever, I'll go with something random.
126円。
No, cool it, Haruaki. That's exactly what Mitsuji wants. If this were a real convenience store, I'd sell them out to the upper management, but it felt like some weird game at this point.
今度はなんだこのバカ。
What now, you dumbass? Shit, I made her a bit more mad.
実は道に迷って。
我ながらこんな店員いねえよ。いつまでやらせる気なんだこの野郎。
Yeah, I know that no clerk behaves like this. How long is he gonna keep this up? This was getting fun. I started to wonder how far she could take this act.
いや、
一応警告はしとく。ぐるぐる回るだけでも現地に入るよりはマシだろうからな。
That should work as a warning. Running around in circles is way better than going further in.
もう数時間迷ってるもんで。
どんだけやんちゃしてんだよ。
What kind of teen rebel shit is that?
え？こいつもしかして俺と別れてショックで旅とかしてんの？
Wait, did he go on a trip because of the shock from our breakup?
なんだよそれ。キャラじゃねえだろうが。締め切り大丈夫なのかよ。
Seriously? What the hell? It's not like him at all. Is he gonna make his deadline okay?
そりゃ、なんとも思ってないよりはいいけどよ。
Well, glad he's not acting like it doesn't mean shit to him.
てっきりとっとと新しい女でも見繕ってよろしくやってるかと思ったわ。
I thought he was already having a good time with some other woman.
ちょっとくらい優しくしてやっか。
Guess I'll throw him a bone.
その、しくった。慣れねえ親切はすんなって他ならぬこいつに言われてたのに。
Damn it, why am I even trying? I'm no good at nice stuff. This guy's the one who told me that.
つうか、自分でそう言っといて、プリン買ってないお前が悪いってどんな言い分だよ。また腹立ってきたぞ。
That reminds me, he blamed me for not buying pudding for him. I'm getting mad again. Mitsuji was a rough woman with no talent for consideration, so this clearly wasn't an act. But the matter of the pudding was on a different dimension from kindness or whatever. It couldn't have hurt her to buy two. Well, in the end.
結局はこいつと俺とじゃ相手に求めるもんが違ってたってことだ。
In the end, this guy and I were seeking different things.
大喧嘩したとはいえ、そこんところは互いに重々理解してた。だからその後、連絡の一つも取らなかったんだ。
The fight we had was pretty bad, but we both knew that much. That's why I didn't try contacting each other after it happened.
つくづく。なんでよりによってこんなところで会わなきゃならねえんだ。
Still wonder how I ended up meeting him here of all places.
このバカなら、もしかしたら、この状況をどうにかできるか？
Maybe this dumbass can do something about this mess.
いや、
Please, I really needed her help.
おとなしく帰らねえなら、てめえが悪いからな、春秋。
Could have turned around. Whatever happens now is your own fault, you dumbass.
羊が一匹、地図が一枚と。
One sheep, one map.
ああ、だるい。夢ん 中で夢見るのはクソだるいんだからな。これ済んだら店閉めて寝るか。
Oh man, dreaming within dreams is so fucking tiring. When I'm done dealing with him, I'll just close the store and go to sleep. For all I knew, this might have been a part of the prank.
金。
She noticed.
ああ。
しまった！こいつがいつも釣り銭募金箱に入れてたからついいつものノリで。
Oh shit, he always donates the smaller coins. I just did like we always did. It's a habit. Mwah ha ha ha. I won, Mitsuji.
小銭多い。
What a sore loser you are.
とか思ってんだろうな。そう。
This is so silly. I mean, I guess like, oh wow, look, they were having like a little sparring, a mental sparring match when, you know, we were just starting this game and oh, we had no idea. But does it add a ton to my feelings? I don't know. I know what you're thinking, damn it. Fuck, I want to kill him.
マジで最後まで他人のふりを貫き通しやがった。
We actually treated each other like strangers all the way through.
うまくやってくれよ。頼むから。
Good luck out there, seriously.
一応、春秋の大体の位置と静止くらいには無意識を割り振っとくか。
I should at least send my dream consciousness to find his real body and see how it's holding. Oh, we got to... I saw the autosave thing. So we at least got to the next box. We are... Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, look at all these stars! Yeah! Okay. Let's not freak out. Seriously, Mitsuji actually tried to indirectly murder me for the grave sin of taking the black sesame seed pudding. How horrifying. It was probably a good idea to lawyer up and ask for arbitration. For the pudding, of course. Also, it suddenly hit me that the black sesame seed sounded pretty hardcore, like some attack in a game. Eat this, Mitsuji, black sesame seed! Yeah, better focus on the matter at hand. Yeah. Better. Oh.
もうすっかり慣れちゃったな。
I'm way too used to this.
死んで戻って一日過ごして、夜になったらここでショットガンをソードオフにして。
I die, come back, spend a day here, come night, saw off the shotguns.
それで霧が出て宴が始まって、人が死んで人を殺して、人が死んで人を殺して、たくさん死んで殺して。
Then comes the mist and the feast begins. People die, get killed, die, get killed. The death and bloodshed always seems endless.
元気も正気もなくなってボロボロになって、最終的には自分も死んじゃって、それでまた振り出しに戻る。
It drains my vitality, will, sanity, and leaves me a complete mess. In the end, I also die, bringing it all back to square one.
戻ったら体も心もまだ元気だった状態にまで戻るから、次は頑張ろうって気についなってしまう。
It also resets my body and mind, making me feel like I can do better next time.
でもそれも何十何百と繰り返せばどうやっても無駄だって知識として頭に固定されてしまった。
But after hundreds of times, I ended up with the clear knowledge that nothing would change no matter what I did.
なのになぜ私は重心を切るんだろう。
And why saw off these shotguns?
多分それはこの2丁の銃だけが私が望んで手に入れた力だから。
Probably because this is the only power I could get my hands on.
私は身車千恵美であった女は見えないはずのものに怯えてばかりで、そのことがとても嫌だったから。
I, the person who used to be Chami Miguruma, was always fearing things I couldn't see, which I didn't like one bit.
強くなりたかったし、力が欲しかった。その一番露骨で分かりやすくて乱暴な方法が銃を持つことだった。
I wanted to be strong, and for that, I needed power. The simplest, most straightforward way of getting it was grabbing a gun.
だからこんなわけわかんない状況で、他に誰も頼れない気が狂いそうに怖い状況で、私は銃にすがるのかも。
In this absurd and maddeningly scary situation where I can trust no one, I chose to cling to guns, and this might be the reason why.
狩猟免許試験に精神鑑定があったら、私なんか絶対通らなかっただろうな。
If a hunting license required passing a psychological exam, have never made it.
なんてね。これも何十回目だろ考えたの。
Thought about that dozens of times by now.
最初は上下2連の方から切ってくか。
Guess I'll start with the vertical double-barreled one.
何？この時間サラナガに人がいるなんてことこれまでなかったはず。
What? This is the first time there's been a person in Saranaga at this hour.
しかも誰？ヤス君？
Who even is this?
これはもっと大人の声だ。
Who even is this? Yasu-kun? No, this person sounds older.
すいません。
まさかメイコちゃんに続いてまたマロード？しかも同じくサラナガ経由で。
Wait, is he another guest? Like Meiko-chan? Did he come here through Saranaga too?
それどうなの？サラナガとマロードにどういう関係があるっていうの？
What's that all about? What's the relationship between Saranaga and guests?
タエばあちゃんが言うみたいに本当にヨミから。
Is Taiba-chan right? Do they come from Yomi?
でもそれならぶっちゃけ霧が出てから来ればいいのにって思う。
If that's how it is, I really wish they'd arrive when the mist appears.
やり直しをやってる誰かがマロードを招き入れてる。
Is there a looper inviting guests here?
展開を変えるために？
Do they think it's gonna change the way things go?
それはいいかも。
I like that.
今のみんな殺し飽きてるし。
I'm bored of killing the others anyway.
様子見てみようかな。
I'll just see how it goes, so
懐中電灯を
let's throw the
と。
flashlight.
若い男、中肉で背はやや高め、20代。私よりちょっと上？
A young
あ
man.
んまり運動神経はなさそう。
A young man, medium build, taller than average, in his 20s, probably a bit older than me. Doesn't look like he has good reflexes.
あと、どう見てもアウトドアの格好じゃない。遭難者、あるいは自殺者？
And that clothing's clearly not for outdoors. He either got in some accident or was planning to commit suicide.
少なくとも背中から狙われて気づく達人みたいな人じゃない。肝臓じいちゃんとか気づくしな。あれ何なんだろう。
At the very least, I'm pretty sure he's not some superhuman who'd notice if I was aiming at him like he has eyes at the back of his head. Kanzo Ji-chan's like that. Still don't know what that's all about.
迷ってきた一般人ってのが濃厚か。
This guy's probably just a normal dude who strayed here.
このまま撃ってみたいな。びっくりするかな。
I'd love to try shooting him. Would he be surprised?
お、ようやく怪しみ出したかな。
Oh, looks like he finally realized something's up.
撃ちたいな。撃ちたいな。撃ちたいな。撃ちたいな。撃ちたいな。
I want to shoot him, I want to shoot him, I want to shoot him, I want to shoot him.
何にも知らない迷い人さんがいきなり銃撃されてわけわかんないまま死んじゃうとこ見たいな。
I'd love to see what this clueless stray would think if he was shot out of left field and died with no idea what just happened. She's insane.
まずい。
Whoops.
こんばんは。ほんとどうかしてる。
What the hell's wrong with me?
撃たなくてよかった。本当に狂っちゃうところだった。
She should have just killed him. Good thing I didn't shoot for a second there. I was about to go nuts.
銃はここに隠しとこ。
I'll hide the guns here.
悪いんだけど。
あ、かわいい。
Oh man, she's cute. Yeah, this is what I needed in Revelations mode. I need the inner thoughts of Haruaki just being horny for everyone. That's what I'm here to read. Both physically and in life in general. Oh, what was the... I need context for this statement. I'm actually a bit lost both physically and... Okay.
だとすると違うよ。黄泉の入り口。あるいは狼の巣窟だよ。迷子のお兄さん。
Nope, it's more like a wolf den or a gate to Yomi.
難しい質問だな。
そしてあわよくば親密に いや、
Maybe we can hang and get to know each other. Wait,
助ける明らかにこれ巻き込むよね。
he'll get involved, won't he?
いいよね、別に退屈だし。
Oh well, whatever. I'm bored anyway.
襲われるかな。したら正当防衛成立するよね。過剰防衛かな。
Maybe he'll assault me. I get to defend myself then, right? Could I use lethal force?
じゃあ打ち切る。罠だよね。この人も迷うならもっとまともな場所で迷えばよかったのに。
You fell into the worst kind of trap. Guy really picked the worst place to get lost in.
ここでショットガン突き出したらびっくりするだろうな。その顔面吹っ飛ばしたら面白いだろうな。
He'd be really surprised if I stuck a shotgun in his face. Blowing it off could be real fun.
しないよ。
But oh, I wouldn't do that. Oh no.
ちなみにセ
She
リ
would
ガ
never
ワ
do
家は
that.
身車の分家の冒険みたいな超マイナーなお家。出稼ぎ族で村にはもう住んでない。
The Zerazalas are actually just affiliated with one of the Miyaruma's branch families. They're pretty minor. They started working outside the village, and now none of them actually live here.
休みぞ送りになる直前、縁組の時に一度家長のおじいちゃんに会ったことがあるだけ。
My only interaction with them was the time I met their patriarch during a wedding right before I came here to Yasumisu.
だからこの名前に意味なんてない。
So yeah,
私は休みずの乱暴者、ちえみちゃん。それだけ。
so yeah, this name's actually pretty meaningless. I'm just Chiemi, the local hoodlum. Not even Mitsuji knew my real name, but using the fake just felt right at this point. Oh yeah, because this was the whole bit of the he goes, I'm Haruaki Fusayoshi, and then feeds the fake name. Because remember, the reveal at the end of the game and all that. Also, I'd left college in the middle of the term. I'd used the money from the Rookie of the Year award to pay off my scholarship.
あ、じゃあちょっと年上。
24だから。
女の子に慣れてんな、このお兄さん。これはいよいよ過剰防衛コースかな。
Guy's pretty used to girls, isn't he? I have a feeling I'll have to use extreme self-defense.
どうぞどうぞ。ちなみにまだ結構。
君の悪い石ころがね。
And the pebbles are pretty disturbing.
実は鍵かけたのを装ってかけてなかったんだけど。
Oh, I think
さ
we
すが
got.
に入ろうとしたりはしないか。
I think we made it to the next box. I'll check real quick. Yeah, we did. Okay. All right. I have a proclamation here. This is. It's like the three things I feared. Where. One, it's quite a lot of extra text. It's not a quick read. Two, I know it's early, and sure, seeing the meeting at the convenience store was kind of interesting, but a lot of this, just the random little sentences, the little interjections and everything, are not adding a shit ton to my experience. And I know there's probably some interesting stuff in here, moments, especially you go back to like different moments, and they'll be like, oh, that's a lot that's being revealed in this revelation thing. But like going through this, it's hard. I'm sure I could find a guide somewhere online or something, or ask someone, and they'd be like, yeah, go to this specific part, and this is an interesting bit to read. But like, then that's just a lot of work on my end. And then the third thing is that without reading it all on top of the extra now text in the red boxes, I am missing a lot of context where that extra text is kind of coming in from. So it's basically begging for me to do a full another read, plus on top of that, the extra text. And I can tell you this, I am not going to reread the whole story again. I can't. I literally, not only do I time-wise just can't justify it, but also everything else I can't justify it. Attention span, pleasure, I can't justify a full read of this story just for the extra bits with added context. So I'll say me going through all and seeing all of the revelation stuff all the revelation, extra scenes, and text is probably not likely. And I would say probably not likely, and that's just with me reading it for like less than 30 minutes right now. Because I'm seeing it's the worst parts of what I was fearing of what the experience is going to be like. Even with fast forwarding, which I kind of have to do to make it time-wise make sense and to invest in. But then you lose the context, and you're basically digging for little extra things that might be actually interesting. Because not a lot of what I just read was very enlightening, in my opinion. This just screams, I make this argument about like replaying games all the time, especially now in my adult years with less time. But like, I get why this would be dope for someone. Someone reads through Raging Loop and they're like, I love this so much, and this is one of the few games I play in a year, and I love this visual novel specifically, and you want me to reread it knowing everything I knew, and I get bonus little things, hell yeah, sign me up, and then they just go back. But that's not what I do. I much rather would spend a lot more time sampling a bunch of other different games, you know? So I will say, pretty confident, we probably, with 30 minutes, a little less, 30 minutes of a trial on this Revelation thing, it probably is not meant to be. And if you were watching this and you were really hoping I would get through that, I apologize. Truly. I'll save it here, just on the off chance maybe I'm like, maybe I'll do it on my own time, or maybe I'll change my mind. But this is like these were like the 3 bullet points I feared exactly coming into this. Because before this, I was like, sure, I'll do it. But it's a lot. I don't get the context, and it's not as interesting as I was imagining it. Maybe it could really have been. And like I said, that's going to wax and wane probably with like the different scenes. Like some scenes are probably way more interesting to get added thoughts and monologues and inner monologues and stuff like that. With this, now the other thing, depending on how long they are, that's not what I meant to pick. Depending on how long these are, I could still maybe justify reading these. Someone specifically, let me see the comment. Someone I think specifically said, like, especially if you're to read only like one of these, read one of these. Yeah, someone in the VOD comments said recommend reading Writer versus Mystery Station. So next time we boot this up, I say we're gonna go for these extra stories, and see what that experience is like. I can't guarantee it's gonna be anytime soon, because we are now like, you know, a week into May, and I really want to spend quite a bit of time with, I mean, we're only like 5 or so streams, and one of the streams was basically redoing stuff. If you're not watching the other games I'm playing, I suffered a massive, like a crash in a game and lost like 3 hours of progress in Nier Automata. So the last stream of that was really just trying to catch back up and do what we already did. But I want to be putting a lot of time into Nier Automata this month, and also like I finished episode 1. But I need to get through episode 2 of The Devil. And as I keep saying, like a fucking broken record, like the looming other visual novel I'm very interested in getting to sooner rather than later. So, yeah, next time we boot this up, don't expect any time super soon, but also still within this month, hopefully. I'll try to see if I can figure out how long these actually are. And like the comment said, since I specifically called one out, I'll try this Writer versus Mystery Station, whatever that means. We'll try this one first. If this is the one they said I'd maybe like the most, I'd be curious to see the quality of these. I would like to read all of these, but if I read this one and someone thinks this is going to be the best one, and then it's like if it just feels like a slog, well, Raging Loop. The bell is ringing, your time is up, you know, almost type thing. So we'll see. Well, we'll see. Like I said, I apologize if you were like very excited to see me boot up the revelation mode thing and like he's doing it. I don't know, man. In those 30 minutes when I was reading through that, was that even an enjoyable experience? Me fast forwarding the text to get to the red boxes and then kind of just reading those interjections. Again, it's the very beginning of the story. Not a lot is happening. I will give it credit, probably not the most interesting revelation bits there, but then I'd make the argument they shouldn't be there at all. Like, make the revelations during like high interest moments in the story and have the person go and read like the extra bits or whatever, the inner monologues of like really like interesting moments in the plot. Then you're not asking so much of any player to go back. You know, that's the argument I would make. Don't interject a bunch of extra revelation, little extra text in like moments of nothingness just to point at it and be like, oh, look, there's a lot of text that you could go in and re-experience. Look how much value you're getting. You know, something along those lines. That's the argument I would make. Because like I said, if it was like, oh, you can go back and there's like during a good handful of scenes, you get extra context with the same kind of system, revelation, extra text, red box, whatever, but it's only like a handful of scenes. That would be way more enticing to me. I think that pitch is manageable time-wise, and I know not every game is going to just cater to me or my wants and needs. I wish they would, but they don't. But that just seems like, for people like me and myself, it seems like a much more manageable task. That is the argument I'd make. So, yes, next time we boot this up, we'll try reading these extra stories. Maybe a more pleasurable experience than reading the revelation stuff. Although the alternate endings, those are fine. They're longer than I thought they were going to be, but they were fine. I'm glad I saw them. That's fine. Those were good. Those were harmless. Those are fun enough. Weird, but fun enough. I appreciate it. Standard revelation mode. Try again. All right, I'm gonna head out for the night here. We'll call it there. I've had a habit of starting streams late the past like week or so. I keep getting wrapped up in like other plans and then things happening, and then like I'm all over the place schedule wise due to things, and so I'm just getting thrown around. But I don't want to miss streams completely, so at least I'm not like missing stuff completely. But I know it's been sporadic as far as schedule, as far as like starting times in the nights, and then it also means if I start late, then it's harder for me to go long. So also apologies about that. Tomorrow is Thursday, so no streams. I should be back Friday, but don't expect this on Friday. We'll probably get back to either more Nier Automata or Titanium Court. Probably actually most likely Titanium Court, if I'm being honest. Since we haven't played that in a bit. And then if we can just do a nice Friday night Titanium Court, which has been an interesting game so far. 2 streams in. We'll see more of that. And then this weekend you'll see Nier Automata. You'll see probably the start of episode 2 of the Devil. Of the Devil. A game that starts with the word of. Every time I say of it. Of the Devil. Whatever. Alright, until Friday night. Have a nice rest of your night. Have a great finish to the week. Finish strong. Run through the rope, as they say. I'll be back on Friday night. Till then.